Alright, another splendid, what a day. I'm just, can't get better than this stuff. Warm and comfortable and nice and blah blah blah. And somehow it's not too dry, but well, whatever. It hasn't rained on me much. Anyway, okay, conference report. There's a couple of videos. One of this guy, this guy who somehow thinks if you're real, about the fact that life is not some magnificent, profound thing. It's just the consequence of reproduction on a material level. If you don't get all romantic and spiritual about the Gaia biosphere, that somehow you're the cause of the problem, which is kind of silly. And conference reports have pointed out that, it's you life lovers, you people that are putting life on some sort of altar and having your 9 million kids and, wallowing in your natural process that are the ones fucking the planet over. You're the grotesque consumers and producers of progeny. And now this Gaia guy even wants to spread the blight of humanity. He's one of these guys who dreams of, parasitically imposing this consumption crap on some poor other vacant space in space. So anyway, that guy is an asshole. It just comes down to there's just so many of these fucking assholes. Some people in my comments, I really should rip new assholes to because they've been talking that crap too. One guy, especially on the right to die stuff, he's glorifying this, life thing. But whatever. Kind of a separate subject. The second video is the more interesting one to me. Just back on talking about feelings, and ouch, fuck. I gotta set my broken toe. I just take it the wrong way. Anyway, this feeling thing, he's talking like our human intelligence, our human position, somehow gives us this ability to better read the braille or something, and to better, compose the feeling instruments. And I don't know, these distinctions, and I'm supposed to go read some stupid book to have a common definition of the word feeling. I mean, feelings are sensations. They can come in two forms, reflexive hard things like pain, pleasure, and more complex ones like emotions that can be painful and pleasurable, but they have they're more of a mixture. It's not as directly ouchy or directly satisfying. So, that would be the distinction I would make. I mean, an emotion is just a group of feelings, a mixture of feelings, and so it's a soup of feelings. And they're both, our whole sensation mechanism exists to motivate us, to control behavior, encourage behavior, if you want to put it another way, suited to our survivability over time. And that's it. And I don't think our intelligence is terribly helpful. What it does do is it allows us to see more threats. It allows us to be more paranoid. It allows us to, overdo, just because we can tie images together. I can tie one individual's death to the Holocaust, and I can put all kinds of images in my head and create a whole horror that might not be real. I can create a horror, like a Friday the 13th, like somebody's behind me with a knife and a mask. I mean, I can do all kinds of things with intelligence, vocabulary, and knowledge that certainly other animals can't do, but I can do just the reverse also. I can completely disengage from panic and emotion because I can understand, it's just stupid human tricks. No, I might as well not get all upset because, we have this fight every Thursday, so whatever, let's just forget about it. That kind of thing. We can learn from experience and find out and realize there's no real thing to be panicked about. Where other mammals, dumber mammals, they don't have that faculty of context and perspective. And so, they panic and they get all upset and they have a tantrum and all that crap. And so I don't think we're having a richer emotional life or sensual life at all. We've just added another layer of complexity because now we've got our intelligence throwing images into that emotional reactive soup. We've got intelligent feedback. And that's really the only distinction. And you're sort of implying that there's some other brain function going on here. And what's distinct between us and mammals is just our vocabulary and the fact that we can conceptualize, label the things in our world. And what distinguishes mammals from other animals, like lizards or amphibians or some other thing, yes, is this emotional, more complex a soup that they can make. Not that they have a different emotion, not that they have a capacity that doesn't exist in those other animals, it's just that they have a much richer, much more imagery that's added into it because they have social conditioning. They have a capacity to have imprinting. There, that's a good word. They can be imprinted that one maybe is the key difference between, we call it conditioning when it's a mammal and imprinting when it's a duck, but it's all the same thing. And that's sort of a distinction, is that imprinting. That, whatever you want to call that DOS program that's popped onto our machine, that the others don't got. But anyway, the root of the sensation thing, a good bad feeling thing, the motivation, the addiction, the desire, that exists in these crude life forms. Anything with a semi-developed nervous system can probably be reasonably speculated that it's having some sort of sensation existence. How developed that is questionable, but there's something going on that probably matches, some of the things we experience when certain things happen to us. So this really gets complicated because, we can't, this lack of a common vocabulary, descriptors is really problematic, because I'm not going to accept, I'm not going to go read these books, so I'm not accepting these definitions. So, I don't know, I guess we'll just have to keep saying words that don't mean anything to each other. I don't know how we standardize this dictionary, but it really does fuck conversation in a lot of ways, because people are reacting to these words based on their definition, and somebody else's definition is not their definition, and so that just is, it's got fail written all over it. That ain't gonna work. Yeah. So anyway, let's screw all that Gaia stuff. That's just such bullshit. This sacred biosphere, all built on cannibalism, essentially. There's nothing else to it. It's just a bunch of life eating life. I mean, not a good plan. Stupid, wasteful. For no mission. Just because Frankenstein has got, E. coli working in his colon, doesn't make him a brilliant symbiotic organism. The parasite's still a parasite in his colon, and Frankenstein's still an asshole. So it's this bullshit. You get all gooey about this crap. It's a lot of, like I said, if it wasn't feeling things in the world, it wouldn't matter. You assholes could have your little, always interesting kind of conversations. But there's suffering here. And this stupid, shallow, superficial, life-loving, babbly attitude is just totally inappropriate to the circumstance. It's a total denial, total rejection of any meaning, any feeling that's experienced. It's just plain, fuck you. I mean, you're the worst form of, you're worse than a Frankenstein. At least Frankenstein had some sort of emotions. He understood what a feeling was. He certainly didn't want to suffer. He was kind of quite miserable in his suffering. You fucking assholes seem to glorify it. I just wish I could shove it all, every ounce of it, every bit of it in the universe. I wish I could shove it all right in your fucking mouth. You fucking pricks. Chalking your propaganda, your goddamn evil leprechaun nonsense. So fuck Gaia in the ass as hard as possible. Anyway, till next time. Signing off. Good day, maybe. I hope I don't. I get so far behind. Too much daylight to burn. It's just too nice. Not to go for a run and go for a walk and do this, and I'm not getting my work done. Fuck. Gaia. Very aggressive. Very aggressive Gaia. That's a Gaia going on. Man, you can almost walk across that crap. So thick. Whole pond's choked. Really weird weather. No clouds in the sky. Got breezy. Temperature dropped about 10 degrees. Really weird. Strange. Anyway, I mean, it's still pleasant, but I like the warm. But anyway, it's all about that sun. Sun doing its thing, stirring up stuff, and the stuff ends up doing this matter reproducing thing. I was just thinking the scale of it just now. I was thinking about the oil spill and the oil under all that pressure underground, how long it took to make the oil, how long it took to bury it way down there, miles and miles down there. And just millions of years of this shit going on. All the hard living. And people just think about it like it's, I ride on the ice cream truck. It's just all bingle, bangle, dingle, dangle, dongle, doongle. The Candyman can, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, it's just been brutal. Brutal. Millions of years of things getting the shit kicked out of them. by little bugs eating them and big bugs eating them, and just nasty ass shit. And to sit there and, you know, throw your confetti and blow your bang bangles and your hootlers and your spanglers, it just makes me want to just, ow, god damn it, ow, ow. Okay, sorry, forgot I had things in here. No, but I got him. I killed the little fucker expediently. It was feeding on my camera hand. But I'm like, damn you people. Fuck you and this whatever. It's not even optimism. It's just goddamn baby Google smudgy poo. Little purple baby poo. Yuck. Thank you very much. Such.